Welcome to the Reese Report. I'm the mouth of the North, Andrew Reese, and I'm very happy today because both my boys are back. After a month away, we had Jose have issues at work. Then we had Gil Santos having issues at work, but they're back. Finally, I have my boys back, and what a perfect time to have them back because your boy made a big comeback. That's right. From 12 games back, guess who's one game back now? Oh, that's me. And you two are tied. That's right. You two are tied. What a race we have here. It's like a baseball wild card game we got going on here. So this is going to be fun because we're in week 12 and there's one game separating us. I can't wait to talk about last week's games and now this week's game. So let's get right into it. No work today. We talk today. So, guys, are you guys all right? Are you guys awake? Gil, you're not drunk for like last week, were you?
Not at all.
And Jose, you look all right. Okay.
I'm ready to go, man.
Okay.
I heard a lot of shit that you guys talked.
Oh yeah, no, it's on today because I'm back in the saddle.
It was bad, but it's okay.
All right, let's go. So now we're gonna start off with the worst game of the week, or one of the worst games of the week, as we have U.S. Thanksgiving. I know I'm staying home to watch the games tomorrow. We'll see who else is, but we have Chicago, the Bears. At the 0-9-1 Detroit Lions. We have Andy Dalton starting for the Bears, and God knows who's starting for the Lions. Since Gil hasn't been here for a while, let's start with Gil on this one.
This is the game. If Detroit doesn't win this week, they're not going to win in the week. Detroit.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're due for a win, and I think this is the one.
Okay, they're starting some guy. I have to look him up because I have no idea who this guy is.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a Swift day.
It's gonna be okay. Swift's good. I'll give you that. At least Swift's good. But okay, I'm gonna look up this guy's name. Just Tim Boyle. It sounds like a hockey player or something. It sounds like a baseball player. I don't know it's Tim Boyle. Actually, a baseball player. Jose, who do you got?
I like Detroit in this one. I think, like Gil said, I think they're due for their first win, and it's Thanksgiving, so maybe Chicago being a Thanksgiving kind of day and give them their first victory of the season. And it's true, like Gil said, if they don't win this one, then they're not going to win none of the games in this season. So I got Detroit in this one.
So the last time I don't know if it was Jose or Gil said Detroit was going to win their first game, they got beat 44-6 at home by the Eagles. I got the Bears. Yeah. Detroit's not winning this year. I got the Bears. Andy Dalton might actually run the offense better than Justin Fields. And Matt Nagy's job's on the line. He loses to Detroit, he's gone. He's fired. So I got the Bears winning this one. Detroit's garbage. I'm sorry. I can't bet Tim Boyle. I'm sorry. I can't do it. It's like Gil betting Kirk Cousins, but we'll get to that. To the Las Vegas Raiders, taking on the Dallas Cowboys, a very big game for both teams. One team's falling apart inside and outside of the locker room, and the other one has a comedy man that's running the team who doesn't know if he wants to win or make money. Gil, who do you got in this one?
Well, all I can say is Timber.
Oh, here we go. It's starting again, eh?
And there's the Dallas we see where there's the Timber.
Down they go again.
But they're going to beat Vegas. I'm going to take Dallas.
They're going to beat, I'll just say it. They're going to beat Vegas. I got Dallas. They may be without both their wide receivers, but this game is a Dak Prescott game. This guy got paid $70 million. We watched Aaron Rodgers without three of his best receivers go into Arizona, who was undefeated, and beat Arizona. You want to be one of the top quarterbacks? You better win this game, Dak Prescott. I got the Cowboys.
Prove it, yeah.
Yeah, go prove you're good. Jose?
I got Dallas in this one. Like I said, the Raiders are having lots of problems off the fields. They're losing all their best players.
Yeah.
And that's affecting Carr. So and their offense has not been doing nothing lately. So I like Dallas in this one. And I don't think Dallas is timbering. I think they lost to a good Chiefs team.
Yes.
That's not thing. Okay, they did lose a blowout to the Denver Broncos, but they came back the next week and they smashed Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they're timbering down. They have the team, not the timber. So I think they'll continue winning. They'll win the division. I think they'll win the division.
They better be careful because the Eagles are coming.
Yeah, the Eagles are playing well.
And that's Gil's pick, so he's liking that. Eh?
They're coming.
They're coming. To a team that's not coming, that Gil picked to win the division, the absolutely awful and ugly New Orleans Saints that, I don't know, Jose, but they must have pictures of Jose somewhere. He keeps picking them every week, even though they got no Kamara and they got Trevor Siemian. He's picking them every week.
I picked him because I thought he was going to play, but he ended up playing at the end of the week. So what do you want me to do? They're
playing another fraud of a team called the Buffalo Bills, who have a fraud MVP candidate in Josh Allen, who turns it over more than he wins. Okay? Absolutely awful last week against the Colts at home, embarrassed. They've only beat bad teams this year. You're not winning MVP, Josh Allen. Okay? But they are going to beat the Saints. I got the Bills. Jose, who do you got?
I like the Bills as well. I think they're going to beat the Saints are decimated with injuries. So I like Buffalo in this one. I think they'll regroup. But you talking shit about Allen. I don't know about your Baker Mayfield. You talk so much shit about our picks of MVP.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's getting booed by his own fans.
Yeah, exactly. And he's 10 times worse than Josh Allen. Check the stats.
But my original pick was 44-year-old Tom Brady.
Oh, here we go.
Still better than
my original pick was Tom Brady too. So what do you want me to say? It is what it is.
It is what it is. Gil, what do you got in this one?
Buffalo.
That was pretty quick. Buffalo.
I don't even want to talk about it.
No, let's talk about it. So you're still wondering how New Orleans beat your team 38-3 earlier in the season?
Well, they weren't injured as bad as they are now, right? So now let's give New Orleans where they're really injured right now. So
yeah, they are. Without Kamara and Michael Thomas, they just don't have any weapons that can scare anybody.
Like right now, New Orleans is handicapped right now.
Right. So we all got the Bills there. To the game of the week, and probably the most difficult game to pick this week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or should I say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with the MVP candidate, the 44-year-old wonder, going to Indianapolis to play the other MVP candidate, and Jonathan Taylor, who I will say right now, Gil Santos called this. He told me, I think it was years ago when he was originally drafted, that he was going to be a stud.
When he was in Wisconsin, I said that this guy was legit to draft, and he's proving me right. I told you, remember? I'm not talking about 2 years ago.
He's from the beginning. Yeah.
I'm not talking about yesterday. I'm talking about like 2-3 years ago.
Yep, I remember you telling me.
Watch out for this kid from Wisconsin. Jonathan Taylor's the real deal.
Yep, and now he's healthy.
And he's proving it, and amazing. And
he's helping Carson Wentz a lot.
Good to you on your fantasy draft, because he gave you like 50-something points this week just by himself.
5 touchdowns. Very impressive.
Which matched like 4 of my guys. So that was but great kid.
Yeah.
Amazing. And the downfall to Indy is Carson Wentz.
Yes. Even though he's only got 2 picks, he still makes stupid turnovers and stupid passes.
Does Tampa go to Indy and win? I don't know.
Who do you got, Gil?
It's a tough one. Does Tampa go to Indy and win? I don't know. They're both high right now. You know what? Let's pass this to Jose. Give me another minute or two to think about this.
Yeah, Tampa Bay crushed the Giants on Monday night. They did come through for me as my best bet last week, but the Giants are one of the worst offenses in football. They fired their offensive coordinator for good reason, but they have a lot more problems than just him. They got a terrible quarterback and no offensive line. Jose, who do you got in this one?
Indy. I think Indy's going to run down their throats, and I don't think they have the defense to play to keep up with Jonathan Taylor. I think they'll put pressure on Brady. I think they have the defense to cover up the wide receivers of Tampa Bay. And it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a close game, but I like Indy at home, and I like Indy the way they're playing right now, defensively and offensively.
If I was just betting quarterbacks, I would be taking Tampa Bay all day. But this is more than just a quarterback's game. Jonathan Taylor's been awesome. The Tampa Bay defense has struggled all season long to stop the run, and they've had problems in the secondary. As long as Carson Wentz doesn't do some stupid one-handed interception throw from his own end zone, I actually think Indy should win this game as a 3-point dog. I'm going to take Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Defense alone. The Tampa Bay's defense has not impressed me this year.
Jonathan Taylor, does they run over Tampa?
Their run defense is good, Tampa. I'll say that. It's the pass defense that's the problem in Tampa.
Struggling with this one, but Indy is at home. I'm gonna go with Indy because I'm just gonna go home on this one, but it is gonna be tight.
Yes.
It's gonna be a field goal game, I think.
Yeah. There are 3 ugly bowls this week. This is number 2. The New York Jets at the Houston Texans. Do I need to say any more? Just flip a coin, guys. Gil?
I'm going with my boy Tyrod Taylor. I'm gonna go with Houston at home on this one.
Jose?
I'm going the Jets. I think I don't know. It was just a coin toss, and I like the Jets team. Like I said, I'm going with Salah, my boy. So I'm just going with the Jets.
I'm going to take Houston, and the reason I'm taking Houston is because they're 2-1 with Tyrod Taylor at quarterback, and their defense just gave it to Ryan Tannehill last week, who threw 4 interceptions, one of the worst quarterback performances I've ever seen from a team that's a contender and was first in the conference last week. Me and Jose talked about this 2 weeks ago. We said it was going to come. At some point, they're going to realize, some team's going to realize, hey, they don't have Derrick Henry. Let's just load the box up and let Tannehill beat us. And then he turned into Miami Dolphins, Tannehill, and threw 4 picks. So I got Houston because defensively they're better. And I don't think that rookie has any confidence right now, and Tyrod Taylor beats him at home. To a big game for Gil's Eagles. That's right. Gil's Eagles go to the G-Men to take on his most hated team, the Giants. And my God, is that team terrible. I'm not even going to waste time with this one. I got the Eagles. Gil?
I picked the Eagles to win the division. Obviously, I'm going to take the Eagles.
Jose?
I got the Eagles.
Yeah, the Giants are terrible, guys. They might even shock people and win this game, but I have no. Jalen Hurts, he's proven a lot of people wrong, although I think Gil liked Jalen Hurts. Jose, did you like Jalen Hurts coming out of the draft?
He was okay. It wasn't it wasn't a crazy quarterback, but
I think he's been great this year.
He's a scrambler. He's been playing well. He's been playing well.
Yeah, with not too many weapons either. He's doing it with
Well, that's what I was going to get to. It's not like he has a lot of weapons.
No,
Jose.
No. They even got rid of Ertz. They even got rid of Ertz, right?
Yeah. Well, they have Goddard or whatever his name is.
Right.
He's as good as Hurts anyway, too.
Okay, okay. They have a tight end. What wide receiver do they have?
I don't even know.
Devontae Adams?
No, that's Green Bay.
Devontae Adams. No. What's
the other Adams?
Name? Yeah, the other Adams.
The other Adams. Right.
Yeah. The other Adams. Exactly.
I don't
exactly.
I don't know his name.
You just proved my point.
I don't know his name.
I don't know his first name. I know it's Adams. He won the Heisman for a reason, but he's not good right receiver.
I don't even know his name. I'm sorry.
He's still a rookie, but you don't even know his name. So you proved my point.
Okay, so what? They don't have a good defense. They don't have a good running back. Miles Sanders not good
compared to other ones. No, compared to other running backs. No.
Okay.
I think it's been the Jalen Hurts show in Philly, but we'll
Jalen Hurts is carrying that team because he has no options and he just scrambles.
Yeah.
He scrambles and makes shit happen.
Yeah, got a pretty good arm too. Pretty good arm, not bad. So we all got Philly there. Cam Newton made a surprising return to the Carolina Panthers. He played well last week, but Gil's favorite quarterback that he can't pronounce, Heineke, has won 2 in a row. He went into Carolina and won that game. They go to Miami to take the suddenly hot Miami Dolphins, who've won 3 straight with Tua Tagovailoa starting. A tough game, I would say, to pick. Carolina is still in the playoff race. Miami maybe not. But who do you got in this one, Gil?
I'm going to take Carolina. And the reason I'm going to take Carolina is Newton came in. Like last week was his first start. He got to that lead. They screwed up at the end. If he wants this journey to continue, he has to win this game.
Yeah. The defense let him down last week. Jose.
Miami. I got Miami in this. I think Tua's playing well, and they're playing for their coach, and he's playing for his job too for next year. He's
Mhm.
showing that he doesn't want to believe and he wants to be. He's going to be a good starting quarterback, and their defense has been playing well. And so I like Miami in this.
I'm going to take Carolina because they have a chance to make the playoffs still, believe it or not. They're tied, I believe, with the 49ers and the Vikings for the last playoff spot. Big game. As Gil said, you want to make the playoffs, you got to win this game. If Atlanta can go into Miami and win, Carolina can go into Miami and win. I'll take the Panthers. To the Tennessee Titans, and my God, if I haven't said it already, like Ryan Tannehill, you are garbage. Okay? As much as I've said about Josh Allen, I've always believed that Ryan Tannehill's a fraud. Even when he had all those good years, I said Derrick Henry is that team. And we saw last week when it's Ryan Tannehill by himself, what he is. So they're going to New England to play the red-hot New England Patriots, who have passed the Bills. So much for Josh Allen for MVP. Mac Jones, a rookie's ahead of him, for God's sakes. Who do you guys got in this one? Tennessee at New England. Gil.
I'm going to ride the hot hand on this. I'm going to take New England. There's no reason, Mac Jones is hot. It is what it is.
The defense is playing great.
Bill Belichick has them on the page, and Bill Belichick wasn't, you can tell it was going sour, but now I guess he's got the team believing again, and he's going to ride it out because they're playing hot. We can't take that away from them. They're playing great football, and watch out. Watch out for New England. Just be careful.
Yep. Jose?
I'm taking New England, but back to your comment about Tannehill, he did have a bad game last week, but you're forgetting about the other week when he played against the Rams, what he did against the Rams.
That was Matt Stafford falling apart.
That was Matt Stafford. Okay, he's the one who scored the touchdowns for them, right? Like, come on, you get too excited when the quarterback has a bad week. He sucks. He's this and that. Like,
they lost to Houston at home, Jose.
So what? There's been worse defeats than that too. Like,
I can't think of one.
Okay, well, there's so many.
Actually, there was one. The Bills losing to the Jags.
Yeah, so there you go. But that's
and not only that,
everybody
Tennessee's
has a bad
only
week.
that.
But anyways,
they lost to the Jets.
Take
the
New England.
Freaking Jets. Tennessee lost to this year as well.
Hey, it happens, man.
Tennessee has 2 losses this year to the Jets and to the Texans. Like, I hope it cost them a playoff spot. But
anything could happen on the Sunday.
But who do you got? Sorry, you got New England?
New England.
You got New England. Okay. Anyway, if I said my piece about Tannehill, it cost me money last week. I don't like him. To a very important game. Now, if I remember correctly, Gil picked the Steelers to win the division. Jose, who'd you pick to win the division?
The Browns.
You picked the Browns. I picked the Browns. Pittsburgh, who I believe is tied at the top. There's a 1-game difference between the 4 teams. They're going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Pittsburgh made an epic comeback last week just to fall short to the Chargers after Justin Herbert put on a show. This is a really tough game. Cincinnati coming off an impressive win at Raiders. Gil, what do you got in this one?
This game's tricky.
It is.
It's tricky. And for me, for some reason, I've been watching football obviously for a long time. And Pittsburgh always comes out with these wins. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh.
Jose.
It's hard because it depends on if TJ Watt's playing and their defensive big guys are playing. If they come back from, I think they'll win. But if coming on right now, picking right now, I'll have to go with Cincinnati because they're healthy and they looked good last week, and they're playing at home, and that's like the division game, and they need that. If they win, they go up to first place. So I like Cincy at home. But if the Steelers are 100%, they'll win the game. But I'm taking Cincy.
I'm taking Pittsburgh because I like what I saw last week, even though the defenses were terrible. Whenever Cincy is expected to win a game or prosper or go over 500 or become a team, they lose.
They go back to the Bengals.
They go back to being the Bengals. So I'm taking Pittsburgh solely for that reason. And because Cincinnati went to Pittsburgh and won earlier this year, I fully expect Pittsburgh to get revenge and win in Cincinnati. I got Pittsburgh. To Ugly Bowl number 3, the Atlanta Falcons, who might as well just quit. Like they just send Matt Ryan on his way and just quit. Okay. They go to Jacksonville to play a team that might fire their coach after one season. Like, they're playing the number 1 overall pick, who Gil called correctly an average number 1 pick at best. And that's what he's been. Matt Jones has been the best quarterback in the draft so far. So Atlanta at Jacksonville. Any idea who's winning this one, Gil?
I don't know. I don't like both of them. They're both horrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Atlanta. I don't know. It's iffy. Jacksonville could pull it off. They're at home. I'm just gonna take Atlanta because I just think Jacksonville's in shambles with the coach. I don't think the personnel's all off. But Atlanta's not that great either.
No.
So I'm gonna take Atlanta. I'm gonna take Atlanta over the edge, maybe by a field goal.
Yeah. Jose?
I like Atlanta as well. I think they need this game. They're still in the playoff race, believe it or not. They're only like 1 or 2 games behind. And so they need this win to stay in the playoff race. So I'm picking Atlanta in this.
I'm taking yes.
And for your case, you see the difference when you have a good offensive line and the Mac Jones compared to a Jacksonville offensive line that's fucking shit.
No, I agree.
You notice, you see the difference. You see the difference.
Yeah.
That's why quarterbacks. It's you see the difference. But anyways.
No, there's no question that the other rookies don't have offensive lines. So Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, they don't have offensive lines. There's no question about it. Trey Lance, we don't know yet. But most people were saying that Mac Jones was the most NFL-ready quarterback. So far, that's been the case. Even though I haven't been blown away by Mac Jones whatsoever, he's taking advantage of a really good defense.
Alabama plays the NFL system type of thing, right?
Yeah.
So Saban plays the NFL system, so that's why most of them are ready to go into the. Yeah. But then again, they did have already a good offensive line and everything to build in and stuff like that. It's like he's coming into a perfect situation.
Yeah. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because you would know better than me. Like, I don't think Matt Jones has been great. I just think he's in the right system with the right team.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's been great. I think he's had some games where he threw 50% and threw picks and he still won. So I just think that he's just in the right situation right now.
And their defense is playing
playing great, right?
So that helps a little.
I'm going to take Jacksonville in this one. And I'm going to take Jacksonville because this is a game that I really think that coach and that quarterback need to win. Atlanta's done. Like, I just don't see them, like, I think they're done right now. And so I'll take a chance and take Jacksonville. They want any team that can beat Buffalo at home can beat Atlanta at home. Next, LA Chargers, the most unpredictable team in the NFL, and Gil and I know very well that's exactly what they've been for about 10 years. They go to Denver to play the Broncos, who are equally as unpredictable. So good luck picking this game. Jose, what's your best guess?
If they let Herbert air it out like he did against Pittsburgh, then they should win the game. But if they play that stupid conservative game that they did against the past weeks, they'll lose. But I like LA in this one. I think they just have more firepower than the Broncos, and though Broncos are playing at home and they do have a better defense than LA, but I just think offensively the Broncos haven't showed enough to put up with exact same points as the Chargers. So I'm taking LA in this one.
Gil.
I'm taking Denver.
Believe it or not, I'm also taking the Broncos. And the reason why I'm taking the Broncos is because whenever the Chargers get into a situation where they're going to all of a sudden be respected or be a good team, they turn into the Chargers. No different than the Bengals. So I expect them to lose this game after an emotional win over a Steelers team they should have beat much earlier than they did last week. I got the Broncos. To the game of the week, and a game I am looking so much forward to, and no one starts this game except Gil. The LA Rams at Green Bay. I'm not even going to speak. I'm going to let Gil decipher this one first, and let's see who he picks in this one.
Well, I'm sticking to my word. I always told you since week 8 or 7 that the game that the Packers would lose would be this one. So I'm taking the LA Rams.
Wow. The first time all year Gil has gone against his Packers. Jose.
Rams. I just think that toe injury is going to affect Rodgers with scrambling and stuff like that. So he's going to be more of a pocket type of passer and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. And I just think the Rams have more offensive weapons than, not better than Packers, but I think they'll put up more points and they'll win the game.
I'm very disappointed in Gil Santos. I not only like the Packers in this game, I think they're my best bet of the week. I don't know if anyone's been watching the Rams recently, but Matt Stafford sucks. And he's been a fraud for most of his career. And going to Green Bay at Lambeau has not been a good thing for him. I don't expect this game to be any different. And even though Mr. Rogers wants to go on TV and talk about his broken toe like he's the LeBron James of the NFL, I'm still going to take Green Bay because there ain't no way Stafford's going to Green Bay and beating Aaron Rodgers. I'm very disappointed in you, Gil, considering the history you have behind your team. I got Green Bay outright.
I just picked it because on the show I've been telling you that this is the game I thought they were going to lose. Do I really feel they're going to lose? No, but I'm going to stick to my word.
Okay. I've watched Stafford the last 2 weeks. He's not winning in Green Bay. No way.
Horrible.
I got the Packers rebounding from their awful loss to Kirk Cousins.
They're beating the Rams.
I'm betting Green Bay this week. They're my best bet of the week. +1. I'm not even joking. That's how little faith I have in Matt Stafford. It has nothing to do with the defenses, because to me, the defense outside of last week, Green Bay's defense has been as good as the Rams defense. It's a battle of the quarterbacks. I'm never, ever, 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 as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, taking Matt Stafford over Aaron Rodgers in any game, especially in Green Bay in the cold of Lambeau.
You remember last year, the Lions did beat the Green
That's
Bay.
Fine. That's field, fine. Right? There's no way that's happening this time around. I'm telling you. Stafford the last 2 weeks, no, you guys can have him on the road in Green Bay.
You want to put a side bet on this?
We'll talk about that later. Okay. We're running out of time. We'll talk about that later.
No problem.
To the aforementioned Kirk Cousins, who embarrassed Gil Santos last week, the guy that he's talked about all year as being a shit quarterback, beat Aaron Rodgers last week in Minnesota. Now, Gil will tell you it was the refs. And it was partially the refs, right?
Were the refs?
It was partially the refs.
Well, what happened?
The Mexico refs were reffing the game. Yeah, why don't you tell them what happened?
I'm not even going to bother because Jose's an idiot. Jose only watches what he wants to fucking watch. Yeah. Because when I see picks and the flags are coming out of where it has nothing to do with the fucking play, it's horrible, okay? And it happens all the time, and I'm not even gonna get into it because he does all he sees is fucking Galapagos and fucking I don't.
That's all I see.
Jose, I really want to talk to you about it because you're stubborn, okay? So I'm not gonna bother.
I'm stubborn. All right.
I was surprised that Kirk Cousins won that game last week. I was surprised, although he did try to give it away.
Why you guys
he tried to give it away.
2 picks all season.
He tried to give it away. He's lucky that guy dropped the ball.
21 touchdowns.
The Packers picked him 3 times, and the refs fucking kept flagging the fucking interceptions.
Yep.
That's and whose fault is that? Is that the Vikings' fault, or is that the fucking referee's fault?
The interception had nothing to do with the fucking play?
Oh, what do you want me to do? What are you getting mad at me for?
Because it's simple. I'm the referee. No, what happened there was the ref saw the pick and just grabbed the flag and goes holding on that guy.
Well, we're like holding him. If he's holding him, then it's a foul. No matter if he's 5 or 10 yards away, it's a foul. It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Then you didn't watch what I watched. Who was holding who?
I don't know, buddy. I didn't watch the game.
The only people I saw holding was Minnesota's people holding each other on the sidelines. I didn't see nobody hold nobody.
Yes. So that was a contentious game last week. I have zero faith in Kirk Cousins despite him winning last week. I got the 49ers. Jose, I know who you have, despite your support of Kirk Cousins, which is weird. Gil,
It's weird. What's
who
so
do you
weird
got?
about this? The guy's been having a good season. Like, I don't know what you guys hating on him.
Tell me when he wins an important game, because he's just like Matt Stafford. They don't win important games. Gil.
Important games. Okay.
I'm gonna make Jose happy. San Fran.
Okay.
You don't need to make me happy, buddy. You can pick
Jose-
him Minnesota, buddy. I don't
Jose-
need you to make me happy.
Jose Kirk Cousins is shit. I'm taking San
Yeah.
Fran. Go to the next because we're
Okay.
running out of time.
Yes,
Keep
we're
going.
running out of time. The Cleveland Browns, who are booing their quarterback, Baker Mayfield, out of their own stadium, go to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. I'm going to shock people here. Mayfield's most successful team that he's played against is the Ravens. And I got Cleveland in this one. Gil.
I'm gonna take Baltimore because it's prime time.
Okay. Jose.
I'm taking Cleveland because we went to Baltimore and we went to watch Cleveland and Baltimore, and Cleveland won the game. So I'm taking Cleveland.
Cleveland has had success in Baltimore. I'm not kidding. Like he has a lot of success there. I expect him to rebound in this game as well.
That's a good one, Jose. I forgot about that.
That's
one
right.
because-
There you go.
because I was sleeping for 3/4.
Yes,
while we were-
yes. It was a good game though. Okay, a couple of minutes. Sea bags at Washington. Jose, ugly game. I have nothing to say about these two teams. Wilson's gonna leave Seattle this year. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I'm taking the football team. I think they're playing well. Oh no, you know what? I'll take Seattle. I'm taking Seattle. I think they'll get back. Washington, the last two games have been lucky, so I'll think Seattle will take this one.
Jose, I'm sorry, Gil.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Seattle. I can't take Henneken as the fucking quarterback, so I'm gonna take fucking.
I've been very impressed with Heineke. I got Washington. Seattle looks done. Wilson wants out. Carroll looks like he's either going to get fired or resign. I got Washington. Best bets of the week. I've already told you mine. It's the Packers +1 at home. And I'm going to call Gil when they win the game and say, I'm ashamed of you. Pats as my survivor pick. Gil, what's yours?
I got the Eagles on a +3.
You mean -3?
Sorry, -3.
-3. Yes.
-3. My bad. And I'm gonna take the Sea Bags
as a survivor. Wow. Okay, Jose.
I like Philly as my survivor and Indy +3 against Tampa Bay.
Wow. Holy geez, some interesting picks there. Well, that's our picks, guys. We're running out of time. This is a great show. I wish we had more time to go back and forth. I know Gil's emotional for his Mexico refs game, but we're going to talk more after we're done the show about that. But for now, I'm the mouth of the North, Andrew Reese, Jose Gomes, Gil Santos. Thank you for returning. We will see you next week on the Reese Report when I take the lead. Goodbye for now.
Keep dreaming.